everybody, welcome to The Kind Cup, the kindest tarot channel on the internet. This is where we serve wisdom with kindness, and we don't just read tarot cards over here, we also give you practical, actionable steps that you should be taking next based on your reading. So the question I asked today was very straightforward, and the reading that we got today also has a very straightforward, very direct message. Within the first couple of minutes of this video, I think you will know if this reading is meant for you, or if you should just probably exit this video and move on with your life, right? So the question we asked the cards today was, what is the message that your higher self has for you? Now, your higher self is nothing but the most mature, the most wise, and the most put together version of you that does exist in some reality, in some realm, and they know everything that there is to know in the universe, and we ask them for a certain message for you that would help you right now, something that you need to hear. And the message is extremely clear. So there is a goal right now in your mind. This could even be about a partner, this could be about a love interest, but this could also be about your career. Maybe you are contemplating on doing something. There is a dream in your heart that you really want to follow. You feel like this is something that will get you a lot of emotional fulfillment. It'll get you a lot of creative satisfaction, and it is something that you feel very drawn towards. It is probably something or someone that you've felt very drawn towards for a really long time, right? But somewhere something is stopping you from pursuing it. Now, I'm here to tell you that what is stopping you from pursuing it is yourself. You have a major blockage in your mind regarding this dream, goal, wish person of yours. This could potentially be something that is outside of the norm, right? This could be something that goes really against your image. I don't know, maybe you're like this alpha biker dude, but you want to become like a baker, and you feel like, your biker friends are going to judge you for it. Or maybe it's a love interest who might not be perfect on paper, right? But that is what gives you true happiness. And there is something like that in your life currently. And you are feeling, even though you know exactly what you want, you know how to get it. And trust me, if you follow this, you will also get to what you desire, right? All of your wishes are going to come true. We have the wish fulfillment card right here, the 9 of Cups. So you will get it. But the reason you have not received it yet, and the thing that you need to do next, is that you need to let go of the level of judgment that you have towards yourself over this. You, on some level, are judging yourself for wanting what you want. And that is the reason why you feel like people around you will judge you. Maybe they will judge you. But you have not let go of that judgment towards yourself. Maybe what you want is really making you question the identity that you have created of yourself in your mind. Maybe the identity that the people around you relate to you with. And following this path is going to make people question that identity, is going to make people view you a different way. And that is something that makes you incredibly nervous. You are carrying the burden and the weight of not just your own judgments, your own values, and what you expect of yourself, but you are also carrying the weight of everybody around you and all of their thoughts and opinions that you feel might come up, I am also sensing that maybe on some level you feel like this is smaller than what people had in mind for you. Maybe you were an overachiever growing up. I don't know, maybe you were an overachiever growing up. You were meant to do great things in life, right? But right now the life that you're living is kind of mediocre. And you are expected to follow a certain path, maybe a professional path, maybe follow a job or do a business. But in your heart of hearts, you are really wanting to pursue something different, which might be looked down upon a little bit, where the level of respect is not as much as the path that is laid out in front of you. And you are feeling that a certain level of judgment in your mind because of that. And you're carrying that burden. Maybe you're also carrying a lot of guilt because a lot of people have helped you get to where you are right now. Maybe you've spent a lot of money to get to where you are right now, and now you want to leave everything and move on in a completely different direction. So you're feeling a lot of guilt. You feel like you'll be letting a lot of people down if you go ahead and do what you want to do. And currently I feel like you're in a zone where trying to convince yourself that, okay, this is not what I want, this is not right for me, this is not practical, I don't want to pursue it, I will not pursue it, it's not good enough for me. Maybe you're not in a zone where you are wanting, maybe you're in a zone where you're convincing yourself that this is not what you want. That is where you're at right now, and I'm here to tell you that that's not correct. What you think you want is exactly what you want, and that is exactly what you should go after. You need to show the world the real you, and you don't need to let pride get in your way. You're not too good to do anything, and whenever we start something new, we start at zero. Nobody's with us at that time, but if we keep at it, if we keep following it, and if we get to the top, right, of whatever we're pursuing, if we make the most of our situation, trust me, everyone around you who's telling you that you're being stupid, you're wasting your time, they're laughing at you, they're judging you for following your dreams. They all are going to be like, wow, you're going to come into your Leo. The Leo is the lion, Leo is which is always in the limelight. It's always the center of attention. You're going to get into your Leo energy, and everyone around you that's probably judging you right now is going to be like, wow, this person did it. You might start a little small. This might not start, and you might not reach the top right when you begin, right? It might take some time for you to get there, but you will 100% get there, and it will give you the level of emotional satisfaction, the level of emotional stability, which is what you're craving the most. I feel like that is the main reason why you want to pursue what you want to pursue. It is to feel that creative fulfillment, that happiness every day doing what you do. That is your main driving force, and you do want this. Don't convince yourself otherwise. And honestly, I feel like you are making a bigger deal of the situation than what it actually is. I don't think other people are going to judge you as much as you are thinking they're going to judge you. It's all mental currently for you. You are really letting your mind take over here, right? And how you're perceiving the situation is not how the situation is actually going to play out. Now, let's talk actionable steps for you in this situation, right? Your first actionable step right now should be acceptance. It should be framing your goal clearly without the internal judgment. External judgment is not something you can do anything about, to be very honest. But internally, you are judging yourself. And step number one is to let go of that judgment. It is about bringing a little bit of lightness to the situation. It could be a big deal, it could be a career switch. It could be something massive. But if you're going to do it with that energy, you're going to be so paralyzed by how huge it is that you're never going to be able to even take this first step. So the first step is just to sit down and be like, you know what? This is actually what I want. This is something that's going to make me really happy. And you have to just accept that this is your dream. That has to be step number one. Now, once you have accepted this dream of yours, right, you need to visualize yourself a little bit before you get into like steps, actions, goals, all of that. No. First, we sit down and we visualize not just the final goal, not just the ultimate goal, but how we're going to get there, the steps that we're going to take, the good days that we're going to have, the bad days that we're going to have, the uncertainty that will come even when we are on the path. It's not just the starting point that's difficult. Many times, even when we are on a certain journey, there are moments of doubt, right? There are moments of uncertainty. There are moments where we feel like, oh my God, what have I done? There will be those moments, right? There will be a lot of judgment. There will be setbacks. You need to first sit down and visualize and remember why you are pursuing this. I feel like you are someone for whom emotional satisfaction, you're a very emotional person. You're a very sensitive person, even if you don't show it. And you might be someone who really hides that side of themselves and likes to show themselves as someone very, very practical, very sensible, someone who has their shit together. So accepting the fact that you do not have your shit together, you're not happy where you are at, to the people around you is very difficult for you today. So step number one would be that acceptance, to be accepting yourself for what you want and becoming okay with that needs to be step number one, right? Step number two has to be breaking down your big goal into smaller steps, right? Into smaller goals, into a more practical sense of how you're going to get about it, right? Number three would be maybe even discussing it with people, taking the help that you need, reaching out to people that could help you, pursue this passion of yours, get there, and not be like, I want to do everything on my own. I will not take any help. I will be a one-man show. No. If you seek help, you will get the help that you need, and it'll actually help you fast track your progress. So don't let pride get in your way. Don't be like, no, I will do this on my own. Take help where it's required, and slowly, it's more mental than anything else for you right now. You need to mentally accept yourself. You need to mentally accept your goals, which is when you can start pursuing this. And once you do start pursuing it, I think you are somebody who will get it done, who will, slowly and steadily get to where they need to be. And yeah, let's just remove a couple of more cards for you. Just see what comes up. Silence. Yes, you need to go within right now. There's a lot of mental gymnastics that you're doing right now. Nothing is actually outwardly happening. It's more internal. It's the burden that you're feeling. It's, the way you're thinking about everybody else. It's like the spotlight effect, right? You feel like people are judging you, but they are more busy judging themselves. We all are. So they might think about you. They might spend like 5 seconds or even 5-10 minutes gossiping about you. Okay, hey, did you hear what this person is doing? How hilarious, how cringe, or whatever it is. They'll spend those 5 minutes and then they'll go back to their own life and their own problems. But are you gonna let those 5 minutes of them gossiping about you stop you from pursuing something that's gonna give you lifelong happiness? Is that 5 minutes of gossip, avoiding that 5 minutes of gossip, more important? Or is you living the life of your dreams more important to you? That is a question you need to ask yourself today. Celebration. So yeah, and maturity. This is not just going to be a journey that you go on, adventure. Wow, what brilliant cards. This is going to be a journey and abundance. Oh my God. Okay. This is going to be a journey that's going to give you so much more. This is actually going to be much bigger than we all expected it to be. This is not just something that's going to give you a path. It's not just something that's going to make you happy every day. It's something that's going to transform you. It's going to transform your being. It's going to transform who you are as a person. It's going to be the main storyline of your life, if I were to put it that way. It's going to, give you moments of celebration. It's going to maybe even make you meet people that are going to be with you for the rest of your life. It's going to give you a sense of maturity. You're going to come out of this as a completely different person. You're going to blossom and grow in ways. Your personality, your aura is going to change. If you were to, leave all of these preconceived notions that you have and follow this path, you are going to experience new things. You are stepping into unknown territory, which is very scary. You feel like a kid again doing it because you are a complete beginner. And the path ahead is extremely uncertain. You don't know where it's going to lead you. But as you can see, it's quite colorful. It's going to be an interesting journey, to say the least. You will get abundance. You will get a lot of abundance, and you will get this abundance. After a point, it's going to be kind of automatic. Like, you will not have to work very hard forever to maintain a certain level of abundance if you go down this path that you are thinking about pursuing. This could be abundance in love. This could be, of course, abundance in money. It could be abundance in learning, growth, whatever it is, right? But initially, you will have to work towards it, yes. But eventually, this abundance will just become your being. It'll be who you are. And it'll just be a part of you. It'll be a part of your life. And it is going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy for you. And yeah, that is what you need to do. Just stop stopping yourself, move forward, and your higher self is telling you that this is right for you. Just do it and go ahead, and it's all going to work out beautifully for you. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. It'll help me and ensure that I keep making these videos, right? Leave a comment if you think that this reading was helpful and if it resonated with you. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.